What is up everyone, I'm Phoenix, how are you getting on? Welcome to the test Hypothesis Rising, or the second part of the test series. Now this is a game, or more of a quiz, that I played about a year ago. And I completely forgot that there even was a sequel and even a third installment as well, until I saw Markiplier actually play the game, which reminded me of it, and I wanted to come back to it because the first part was interesting. It is kind of a quiz slash personality test, but with a twist in there. So we're just gonna see what this is all about, what this is like. We're gonna play through this. You'll see what I mean. I am still a little sick, by the way, so you might notice that from time to time. Before experiencing the test hypothesis, it's highly recommended that you've played its prequel, The Test, before venturing into this experience. I have. You will stand to gain a lot from the experience if you played the test first, and this examination will also make a bit more sense, as it carries on from where the last examination left off. I would like to urge you to go and play the test before venturing forward. Yes, I have already done that. Would you like to close the game now so you can have the opportunity? No. I've already played the test. Wonderful news. We can continue. That's good. Now let's see. This is very similar. Why is there blood all over that place though? And who are you? You're a different person. Fate. Hello and welcome to my office. It's truly a pleasure to see you here today. Please excuse the mess. I haven't had a chance to clean up yet from the previous player that was here. Now, I don't want to take up too much of your time with blibber blabber. Okay, so don't. Sometimes we have to ask ourselves life's tough questions. There's one question in particular I'd like for you to ask yourself. Are you happy? Well, that's the question of all questions, isn't it? And when I say happy, I don't mean content. Being content is great, but it's not the same as being happy. I want to help you. I want to inspire you to be the best that you can be. I want to inspire you to be the happiest version of yourself. I want to see you grow, inside and out. Now, how do we accomplish this, you might be asking? Good question, allow me to explain. I'm going to ask you a series of questions and you are going to answer them with 100% entire honesty. And when I say 100%, I mean 100%. Okay, we get it. Think about it. You do want to be happy, don't you? You wouldn't want to do something as bold as to tempt fate by lying, would you? Well, I'm not going to tempt you to anything, because you're fate. Or so you say. Just remember, if you lie, the only person you're lying to is yourself. The only person who will suffer is you. And believe me, you will suffer. Okay. Not to mention the fact that whether you tell the truth or not, I'll know. But that's another story. Let's be moving on, shall we? We've wasted enough time explaining what we're going to be doing. Just remember, we all want to be good people. We all want to give the answers that we feel lend the most desirable human traits within ourselves. But sometimes good people do bad things. Sometimes we don't always have desirable traits as humans. I cannot express enough just how important it is to be truly honest while answering these questions, no matter how uncomfortable the truth may make you. Now it's time to get into the real meat of the experience. It's time for you to get the advice that you deserve. Okay. To read questions and scenarios, I want you to create your own circumstances and build your own bridges to arrive at the answers that best suit your own psyche. Okay. If you've never experienced a scenario being asked, simply imagine that you have. Try to assume how you feel. I'd like to invite you to pour a glass of water, sit back, I already did, and relax as we unfold your fate and the secret to overcoming the next hurdle in your life. I wonder. I'm going to start with some basic, easy questions. Alright. If you answer these questions twice, your advice may change. It's not just about answering, it's about many different variables. What's with the music and sound? Many different factors are at play, including the amount of time taken to answer proposed questions. That being said, it's far more important to actually take your time and think about how honest of an answer you're giving. Whatever you do, do not rush. Time is your best friend. You'll see what I mean soon enough. What are these screams in the background? And here we go. Do you feel uncomfortable right now? Nah, not really. I mean, you're trying to make me feel uncomfortable, but it's not working yet. Are you nervous? Not really. Do you feel cold? Nah, I'm quite warm. Do you feel sad? No, not at the moment. Have you ever hurt someone because you were hurting even though they didn't deserve it? I guess so. At some point in my life I probably have. Yeah. Do you crave acceptance by others? Do you crave acceptance? I guess I do in a way, otherwise why would I even be making videos like those? Like, I want you guys to like them, of course, so... Crave might be a little bit of a big word, but... I guess yes. Have you ever lost a loved one? Yeah. Do you know what heartbreak feels like? Heartbreak, huh? I don't really think so. Not in the way most people would describe it, at least. Do you believe in demons? No, not really. Do you believe in curses? No. Would you consider yourself to be spiritual? I guess yes, by society standards I would say so. Not that much though, but yeah, in a way. Are you afraid of dying alone? I guess a little. Maybe. If there was undeniable proof that a ghost was haunting you, would you continue to live in your home? Well, if he's haunting me, would it matter where I lived? Or is he specifically attached to that house, to this house? I'm gonna assume that that is the case. And in that case, would I move? Depends. Is it a nice ghost? I'm gonna say no though, because most likely I wouldn't. Have you ever seen an object mysteriously move without it being touched? I don't think so. Do you believe that it's possible for a game to summon supernatural force into your life without you knowing it? For a game? No. Not really. Would you like to make more friends? Yeah, sure. Would you consider yourself to be a good friend? Yeah, I think I can be a good friend. I make time for people. I listen to people. I help them if they need it. Do you feel lonely? Sometimes. Yeah. Not all the time. What was that? Did I say thanks to me something? What? Do you make friends easily? Not really, no. Not really. Do you tend to avoid drama where possible? Yeah. Have you ever had a near-death experience? Yeah, actually, and not that long ago, but it wasn't like a near-death as in I almost died, but I felt like I was gonna die. It's really hard to explain, but yes. That's a whole story for a different day. Do you like horror movies? Not really. This is all very interesting. Have you played the test? Yes. That's the spirit. Have you played the horoscope? No. Horoscope. Give it a whack. I'm totally not biased or anything. Sure. Do you watch porn? Okay, well here we go. Interesting questions. Yes, I do. And I think most people do without wanting to admit it. But yeah, from time to time. Why not? Would you consider yourself to be a hard worker? Yeah, for the right reasons, in the right circumstances, I can definitely be a hard worker. Do you have a low opinion of yourself? Oh, here we go. Not as bad as it used to be, but yes. Will you consider yourself to be a confident person? No. Would you help an old lady across the street even if you were running late for an appointment? Yeah. Would you kill all of your neighbors' pets just to save one of your own? Well, I don't have any pets right now. But if I did, if it had to be done, yeah, I guess. I would feel horrible though. You ever tried to smother yourself with a pillow to see if you could actually suffocate? No. No, I have not. Have you ever been caught dancing when you thought no one was watching? I don't think so. Maybe I have. Probably at some point in my life. Have you ever tried to roll your eyes back so far just to see if they really get stuck? Yes, I've tried that. Yes, actually, and it didn't happen. Have you ever played a practical joke that you regret pulling on someone? Yeah. Actually, one day I accidentally let my grandma trip, and it was kind of like a joke, and she wasn't actually meant to fall down, because that's just a thing we used to do, try to make each other fall, but she wasn't expecting it, and she fell down pretty hard, and I regretted it. Yeah. Are you streaming live? No, I'm recording. Oh, are you recording? Yes, I am. If I told you that I was watching you play the game right now, would you believe me? Technically, you are watching me play because you're there, but you're also not a real person, so... no. If you left a comment for me at any point in time, I've read your words. Does this bother you? No. If you've left a wait. If you left a comment, does it make you feel positive that I've paid attention to you? Or you've taken the time to write? Yes. Do you understand that no matter what, I appreciate you? Okay. Sure. I really do. Are you afraid of snakes? Yeah. But not as much, really. Depends on the situation. A wild snake, yes. Do you believe in magic? In a way, yes. I think some things can be very magical. Have you cried last month? In the last month? I don't think so. I'm not someone who easily cries. Do you have a hero? Yeah, I guess so. Some people I really look up to. Do you typically learn from your mistakes? I guess yes. I always try to change things. Do you enjoy outdoor activities? Yeah, some of them. Would you consider yourself to be lazy? Yes. I can be pretty lazy. Do you sometimes find it difficult to stay motivated? Yes, often. Do you put the needs of others before yourself? Yes, too often. Would your family and friends describe you as kind? I think so. Have you ever cheated in a relationship? No. Have you ever been cheated on? No. As far as I know. Would you consider yourself to be judgmental? No, not easily. Are you a hero to someone else? Am I? I don't think so, really. No, I can't imagine a scenario where I would be. Do you love animals? Yes. Have you ever found a family member on Tinder and wanted to hit them with a super like just to make shit real awkward? No. Yeah, me neither. Uh-huh. Do you enjoy drinking alcohol? I don't do it often, but when I do, yes. Are you intoxicated right now? No. No, I promise. I'm not, guys. I'm not. I'm not. Well, that makes one of us. Okay. Do you like the phrase sneaky snake? No. Are these questions a bit strange? Yes. Do you have a vivid imagination? Yes. Do you feel uncomfortable in large social settings? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be antisocial? No. I do like social interactions, but it depends on the situation. Do you hold a grudge for long periods of time? Not really. I easily forgive. Have you ever urinated in public? I mean, yeah, sure, when I was a child. Do you like pineapple on your pizza? Yes. I feel like I knew I liked you. I feel like I had that question in the other one as well. Would you consider yourself to be selfish? I'm not really a selfish person. Do you think you got a big ego? No. Same thing, really. Would you consider yourself kinky? Well, what are your definitions of kinky? What are my definitions of kinky is the real question then, I guess. No? Not really? Would you consider yourself to be religious? Nah. Would you consider yourself to be temperamental? I can be, sometimes. If you had to kill someone to save your own life, but you knew they didn't deserve it, would you do it? But you knew they didn't deserve it. So, let's say someone came at me with a gun. And there was only two outcomes. Either he's gonna shoot me, or I take his gun and I shoot him. But you knew they didn't deserve it. What does that even mean? If he's trying to kill me, then doesn't he automatically deserve it? Ooh, that's a tough topic. Or maybe it's like, I have to shoot someone because otherwise someone else is gonna kill me and he's telling me to shoot him to save my life, but he didn't do anything wrong. In that case, no. If that's the scenario, I don't think I could do it. Interesting. Is it? Would you sacrifice your own life for a complete stranger? Yeah, I guess I would in that case. Not in all circumstances. But yeah, in some. Even more interesting. Have you ever been inside of a burning building? No. Have you ever been to a funeral? Yes. If you could attend your own funeral before you died, would you take the opportunity to do so? Yes, I think so, because I've actually thought about this, that it would be, it's weird because I kind of have a fascination with that, and I kind of want to attend my own funeral if that was possible, see what would happen, see what people reacted like. I know, that's weird, but yes. If you could see into the future, but you were told that it would only reveal the absolute worst of what's in store for you, would you still look? No. Not if it's only the worst stuff. If you had the power to stop time, would you use it to do something you know you shouldn't do? If I knew I shouldn't do it, would I really do it? Probably not. So, no. If you had the power to remove one person from Earth, never to return again, would you use it? Probably. If I told you that I understand you better than you understand yourself, would you believe me? No. If someone threatened to kill you, would your first response be to react in violence? No, my first response would be to run away, probably. So not my first response. If a stranger stole money from you to support their drug addiction, would you forgive them if they apologize to you? Yeah, if they don't do it again, probably. If a family member said something nasty about you behind your back, would you confront them about it? No. I'm not someone who confronts other people easily in that way. If you had to eat raw squirrel brains for 3 days to stay alive, would you do it? Yes, to stay alive? Absolutely. If you woke up tomorrow and none of your family remembered who you were, would you choose to leave and start a new life? No. I mean, no. I don't think that would be the reason I would leave. If I leave, I'm gonna do it no matter what. I don't think this would have that sort of influence. The homeless man was clearly sick, freezing, and utterly miserable in the rain. Would you be willing to give him your clothes and walk home naked? I guess, yeah? Yeah? If someone accidentally hit you in their car, but you suffered no injuries whatsoever, would you still be upset? Well, if it's accidental, accidental, not really. But then again, I think I would be upset, like, as a first response. I wouldn't stay upset, but I think I would react like that. Have you ever looked for any hidden meanings or messages within these questions? No. Should I? Maybe you should have been. Oh. Are you wondering if there's a deeper meaning to all of this other than just simply answering question after question? Yes. Miracles happen every day, do you agree? Yeah, I think so. Umbrellas aren't worth lugging around, and you don't mind getting rained on, do you agree? No. I like umbrellas. I don't hate rain, but I like umbrellas. Red is a prettier color than pink, do you agree? It depends on the situation again, but yes, I think I would prefer red over pink. You ever feel like a plastic black bag blowing in the wind? No. Eating in front of other people can be awkward. Not really. Rings used as a ceremonial wedding gift are so outdated. No, I think a ring is nice. Some of the wedding stuff I think is a little outdated, but a ring? I don't think so. I think that's part of it and cool still. Do you realize that the first letter of the last 6 questions, when combined, spells out the word murder? No. Do you know why that is? No? Does that make you slightly uncomfortable? Oh. Maybe a little. Are you going to start paying closer attention? Probably not, to be honest. I can't look for hidden messages. I'm not that good. Do you realize it's too late to turn back now? No. I'm here. Do you hear someone in your room? No. No. I'm happy that I have this camera that I can see myself and see behind me at all times. Also, the only door in my room is to that way, and I can see that from here, so I think I'm alright. No. Do you see shadows closing in? No. No. Do you feel like you're being watched? Yes. Did you look around your room? Yes, I did. Oh, I said no, but I was actually yes. Whoops. Do you like long walks on the beach? Yes. Yes. Do you enjoy giving gifts to people? Yeah, sometimes. Have you ever felt like giving up on life? Haven't we all? And yes, I have, actually, not that long ago. Do you love your family more than you love yourself? More than I love myself. I want to say yes. I want to say yes. You have a best friend who's clearly better than the rest of your best friends? Oh, or the rest of your friends? No? Do you think there's some kind of conspiracy behind the coronavirus? Some kind of a conspiracy, huh? I mean, I'm not really someone for conspiracy theories. But I also don't think that nothing is going on. I think in some way, yeah, I think we're in some way getting a little manipulated in some regards to the media and the messages that are being put out there. I'm not saying that COVID doesn't exist, not saying that it's not terrible, but I think yes, there's conspiracy. I just don't like that word, but yeah. Do you believe that you're human? Yes. If you could turn invisible, but you could never be visible ever again, would you ever use it? No. Why would I do that? If you knew someone was about to rob a convenience store, but you knew that they were doing it to feed their family, would you stop them? I think I would stop them, but I would also offer them help and talk to them what could help them get further in life. If you were stranded on a remote island with a stranger, and you were both starving to death, but you found a secret stash of food that they didn't know about, would you share it with them? Yeah, probably would. I'm too nice. If you could turn into an eagle for 1 year but wouldn't be able to turn back, until that 1 year had passed, would you do it? Would be kind of cool. But a whole year? Yeah, I would. I don't know why. I think I would. Get the opportunity to earn riches beyond your wildest dreams by fighting a grizzly bear to the death using nothing but a machete and an army helmet. Would you do it? Fighting a bear? That's so cool. If I knew I survived. Heck yeah. If you had to pick one basic food item to eat exclusively for an entire year, would you choose potatoes? Basic food item. I mean, potatoes are pretty diverse, but one basic food item. I mean, I wouldn't pick a vegetable. But what consists as a basic food item? Is meat a basic food item? Because that feels so much more diverse. And in that case, no, I wouldn't choose potatoes. I'm gonna assume that that's the case. If pizza screamed in agony every time you bit into a piece, would you continue to eat? No, that's awful. Of course not. That would be horrible. Your best friend got bit in the genitals by a highly venomous snake, and the only way to save their life was to suck the venom out of their genitals. Would you do it to save them? Now, I'm not gay, but... Was that question difficult to answer? No. Come on. Do you feel mortal? Yes. Do you enjoy loud music? Not if it's too loud. Do you feel awkward when you dance in front of others? Yes, I kinda do. Do you suffer from anxiety disorder? Yeah, I guess I do. Do you ever feel depressed? Yep. You're not alone. Do you feel relaxed? Right now? Not really. Not anymore. Do you think you have a guardian angel watching over you? A guardian angel? Guardian angel. Not in that sense, no. Do you ever hear your name being called when no one could have called it? I've heard that before, so yeah. I'm going to take special note of that one. Don't you dare say my name. Do you always look both ways before crossing the road? Yes, multiple times. Do you wash your hands every day? Yeah, at least once a day. Do you feel uncomfortable using public restrooms? Yeah. So gross. Is winter your favorite season? No. I guess spring? Do you know anyone named Josh? It's not really a common name where I'm from. No. Are you wondering why that last question is relevant? Yes, actually. Are you allergic to any animals? Yes, cats. Have you ever thought about an animal in a sexual way? What? Well, hear me out here, okay? It says, have you ever thought about an animal in a sexual way? Like, as in, I have thought about the idea of humans having sex with animals. Just in a curious way, like, what would happen? Like, how does that even work? And even, like, in the past, I wondered, like, could you get pregnant from something like that? Or could you make an animal pregnant? I don't think you can, by the way. So, technically speaking, and I'm gonna answer 100% honestly here, I have thought about it. Doesn't mean I would act on it, but I've thought about it. Have you ever been in love? Yes. No, not with an animal. Don't be weird. Would you consider yourself to be artistic? And by the way, even if you are, like, into that sort of stuff, like, I don't really care. I don't. Whatever floats your boat, man. As long as it doesn't hurt others. Would you consider yourself to be artistic? Not really. Not very the artsy type. Would you consider yourself to be dominant in day-to-day life? Dominance? No. Not really. Do you feel like you've got too much time on your hands? Too much time? No. I always feel like I have too little. Can you be easily intimidated by others? Yeah, actually. Are you easily excitable? Not that easily, though. Do you enjoy solving complex problems? No. Do you have a difficult time relaxing? I do, actually. Would you consider yourself to be high maintenance? I don't know what that means. No. Do you trust easily? No, not that easily. Would you consider yourself to be an honest person? I think so. I'm quite honest. Have you ever told a lie? Yeah, of course. Have you ever lied to your best friend? Probably at some point. Just small lies. Yeah. I'm gonna assume I did. Have you ever lied to your family? Yeah, probably. Same thing. If you lied about the answers during this session, no. Are you wondering why all of these questions have to do with lying? Well, now that you say it, yes. This is all very useful information. Are you a people pleaser? Yes, too much. Do you enjoy being the center of attention? I guess I do, but it depends on the situation. Like, if the center of attention, if that means like getting 1 million views on this video and everyone talking about it, yeah, I guess so, yeah. That's the scenario I have in my head, so that's the truth, so yeah. You feel like you've got a good sense of humor? Yeah, I think so. People do tend to say that to me, so I believe them. Do you frighten easily? Yes. Don't do this. What's happening? What's happening? I said I frightened easily. That doesn't mean you can't jump scare me. Careful. Well, that was odd. I want to know what that was about. It's so quiet now. That's probably a pretty good place for us to stop the simple segments of our questionnaire. Move on to the more gritty questions. This next set of questions will not be yes or no. The next portion will be filled with various scenarios. You put your smack dab in the middle of vital choice making. We'll see how well you handle your options as you delve deep into each scenario. Remember, the key to all of this is to answer honestly. Let's get started. You're home alone, it's dark, and it's storming outside. All of a sudden there's a knock on your bedroom door. Someone's in your house. What do you do? Grab the closed item that could be used as weapon, ignore the knocking, ask who is it, boldly open the door. I guess I would... There's a knocking on your bedroom door. Ignore the knocking, hope it goes away. That's probably realistically what I would do. Very interesting. You meet a homeless woman. She asks you for money. You find it within yourself to give all the spare change you have. Just as you do, a homeless man approaches, asking if you can spare some change. What do you do? Tell the homeless man to ask the woman. Tell the homeless woman to share. That you get some more from somewhere else. To be quite honest, I would probably just say I have nothing left. It's the truth. I already gave it away. Really now? Both you, your mother, and your father fall incredibly ill to a life-threatening disease. There's only enough to save one. Give medical treatment to my father, to my mother. Split the medication between the two, even though both may die. I'd save the medical treatment for myself. Wow, that's ruthless. Well, this one is actually easy for me, and I would go with my mother because I never knew my father. And it's not to say that I hate him, but I just never knew him. So, yeah. That doesn't surprise me. You find a case of money, trunked away inside a dumpster. Inside there's 10 solid gold bars and a vial of mysterious liquids. Under the vial there's a note that says the cure for cancer. What do you do? Turn the case into a professional entity so they can utilize it. Keep the gold bars but give away the cure. Keep the cure but give away the gold. Why would you do that? Keep everything in the case to sell or use. I mean, gold bars. that's worth a lot of money. I don't think it's necessary for the cure, and if it is, they can always get more. So I will keep the gold bars. No one's gonna miss them. But give away the cure, of course. What a wasted opportunity, is it? I'm sorry, I know I shouldn't judge. Yeah, you shouldn't. You're stuck alone inside of your house, and you're starving. You've completely run out of food, no one is coming to save you for weeks. The only potential source of food around you is your family pets, which I don't have. Kill and eat my pets so I can survive. Continue to starve, along with my pets. Attempt to cut meat from the pets, then treat their wounds. That sounds horrible. Now my pet eats me so they can survive until help arrives. I know it sounds bad, but I would probably end up killing a pet. I'm saying that now because I don't have any pets. But even if I did... Oh, it would be so hard though. It would be so hard. Why am I not surprised? Your neighbor's home is on fire. A blazing inferno. Smoke emits from the windows. You hear screams for help coming from within, but you can't see past the flames. No one else is around. What do you do? Call the fire department. Keep distance. Start shouting for help. Searching for someone nearby. Run into the burning home. Walk away. No, I don't walk away. I'm not gonna run in. I want to, but I probably wouldn't. I'd probably call the fire department and keep distance, yeah. As much as it would hurt me. But... I don't know, I don't think I could. I like that. Do you? You're fast asleep in your bed when you're woken by what sounds like a woman's muffled cries from somewhere in your room. You quickly realize it's coming from under your bed. That's horrible. Immediately look under the bed. No. Hide under the covers. Verbally call out and ask. Jump out of the bed and run out. Could be, but I think I would... Usually now when I hear a noise, I'd probably hide under the covers and wait. I would be so scared though. Huh. A man in a fancy suit approaches you while you're walking down the street. He pulls a watch from his pocket and hands it to you. He claims that when the watch stops ticking, marks the moment your time runs out. Take the watch and thank him for the gift. Decline the offer. Tell him that he needs professional help and keep his distance. Tell him you already got 3 of them as a toy in your Happy Meal. Funny. I would take it. I could not. I really couldn't. Would you now? You're sitting at home playing a game on your PC when all of a sudden someone grips and squeezes your shoulder firmly. Immediately jump up and turn around. Scream. And stay still. Spin around with a vicious elbow. Tell him to squeeze harder, you could use a nice massage. Yeah, but that's not the truth. Funny, but not the truth. Probably this. Ha, you're sitting in the bathtub trying to relax with no hand to reach. What are all these scary questions with people and things popping up out of nowhere? Jump out of the bath and run as fast as you can. Kick the hands. Try to keep it away. Give it a firm handshake. Maybe even a solid fist bump. Push it underwater and hope that you get some free hand action. I would probably jump out. Clever. You get out of bed and immediately fall down into a deep dark hole. A man is standing above you, looking down, telling you to put lotion on your skin while he watches. Ah. Well, I would be worried about the hose. Scream for help. Start slathering yourself. Tell him you got very sensitive skin and allergies. Ask if he'll come down and help apply the lotion. I probably just do it, you know. It's creepy. I fell into a deep dark hole that wasn't there before, so yeah, smart. You're sitting at home alone and all of a sudden your door slams shut. You see it before your very eyes, you know that no one is home, and it could Couldn't have been a gust of wind. Stay perfectly still and watch the door. Look for a weapon. Jump and try to climb out the window. Run over to the door and open it. I'd probably stay still and watch the door. Man, I'm just... Wow. I'm not that tough, am I? Or brave. I like that. Someone you know for many years but have no attraction to tells you that they've had a massive crush on you for a long time. Ask them out on a date, who knows what might happen. Tell them you're flattered, but just not interested. Tell them that you feel dating might ruin your friendship, as if they want to be friends with benefits. Really? Really? That wouldn't be fair to them. Would I ask them out on a date in that case? I have no attraction to them at all. I'd probably be honest. So you're one of those types. What, the honest ones? Yeah. Your dog starts randomly barking into the darkest corner of your living room. There doesn't appear to be anything there, but your dogs insist on escalating the growls. Try to calm your dog. Stand and stare at the corner to see if anything moves. Walk up and extend your hands. No. Walk out of the room and ignore it. I would at first stand and stare at the corner, probably. It's probably a mouse or something. I'm taking note of that. You see a massive spider in the size of your hand. Jesus, grab something bigger to smash it. I guess they're moving out now. Burn the eyes down, it's the only way to be safe. Try to capture it alive for science. No. I would probably smash it. And if I can't, then yeah, I'm moving out. Ha. Your closest family member tells you that they're a serial killer. Tell them you want to know any more details, turn them into the authorities, ask them information, try to convince them that they need help. I would probably try to convince them that they need help at first, and if that doesn't work, I would turn them in. Jesus, but I can't even imagine though. I think my closest family member is my mom. If she came out to me and told me that she was a serial killer, I wouldn't believe her. And when I did believe her, yeah. Man, that would be so weird. I don't even want to think about it. I see. If you found out that you only had one day left to live, what do you do? Tell everyone that I love them and to be happy, not sad. Do something insane and crazy, anything goes. Not tell anyone at all, just act if nothing changed. Spend my time on my own away from others. I think I really would do something insane and crazy. If I could, but I could also just stay alone away from others and feel so sad and depressed. I don't know. I would try to do anything crazy though. Alright then. If one of your pets started speaking to you and told you that they've got a dire warning that they were going to die if you didn't let them eat all the ice cream in the freezer. Go lay down, I'm obviously way too high. Give them all the ice cream. Don't give them ice cream, you're not gonna fall for that one. Show them that you'll protect them and they won't die. I'll give them ice cream. I'll be nice. What are these questions? Oh, lovely. If all of a sudden you could start hearing other people's thoughts and the person next to you was thinking about mugging you and stealing your money, what would you do? Take preemptive action and beat them up. Tell them you don't think mugging you is a good idea, get away from them as quickly as possible. Ignore it, you don't know that you aren't hallucinating. I will probably get away from them. I will be too scared to tell them and think something went wrong. That sounds reasonable. Your best friend comes to you and tells you that they accidentally killed someone and they don't want you to go to prison. Help them hide the body, no. Board them, tell them that they're on their own, but you won't rat them out. Try to convince them to turn themselves in. Yeah, probably. Aww. You're driving in your car and you accidentally run someone over. You're pretty sure that they're okay, but the fact that their head is clearly detached from their body suggests that it's probably just wishful thinking. Call your best friend and tell them you don't want to go to prison. Like the other question. Turn yourself into the authorities. Try to hide the body, drive away. Hope nobody saw what you did. I would turn myself in. I don't have a choice. They're gonna find out anyway. I'm watching you. I'm honest. Interesting how that played out. I think it's time we move on to the next portion of our test. How long is this? The following questions shall be asked of you are would you rather style questions. Imagine you got a gun to your head and you absolutely must choose an answer. No matter how uncomfortable that may be. Let's get started, shall we? Would you rather be loved by all or feared by all? Obviously loved. I don't want to be a villain. Would you rather never get angry or never get jealous? My first thought would be never get angry, but it's probably never get jealous because I think anger is useful sometimes. It shows you that you have boundaries and that you need to change something about a certain situation. So yeah, jealous, I don't think it's that useful. Would you rather be held in high regard by your parents or by your friends? Probably my parents. I can't really change them out, and I can always change friends out. Would you rather live in space or live under the sea? Well, what's the scenario here? Do I live alone? I'm gonna assume I live alone. In which case, space... Probably under the sea. I think space is really cool. But at least under the sea I'm still with fish and animals, and I wouldn't be alone. In space, being alone in space, that's so scary. Would you rather donate your body to science or to people who need them? People who need them. Would you rather go to jail for 5 years for something you didn't do or get away with something horrible you did but always live in fear of being caught? I'll take the jail. Even if it's something I didn't do, at least after the 5 years I'll be over it. Living in fear of getting caught, that's always with you. I couldn't handle that. Would you rather work at a horrible job that you hate but retire comfortably in 10 years? Or would you rather have your dream job but have to work until the day you die? If you have your dream job, you never work a day of your life, right? Is what they say, so yes. Would you rather every shirt you ever wear to be somewhat itchy or only be able to use one-ply toilet paper? Ooh. Well, it sucks if something is itchy. But if it's always a little bit, I think you'll get used to it. One ply of toilet paper, that's not enough. Trust me, that's not enough. So yes, itchy shirt, please. Would you rather have skin that changes colors depending on your mood, or have tattoos appear that depict what you did yesterday? Well, that can turn out really badly. Though it's pretty cool. But I think skin that changes color depending on my mood is a little less bad. Yeah. Would you rather shit every time you orgasm or orgasm every time you see a dog? What is this question? Also, why is this, again, about an animal and something sexual? And why am I about to pick the sexual thing again? I can't... You know how awful it will be if you had to shit every time you... Oh my god. If you had to shit every time you had an orgasm, you could never... That would be so awful. That would be so awful. And the other one, when I see a dog, that's pretty bad too. That's pretty bad, but at least you can hide it and you can manage it. I guess. Oh my god, this is so weird. I don't even want to think about it. Okay. Let's move on. If your partner switched bodies with one of your parents and the only way to get them to switch back was to have sex with one of them, would you rather have sex with your partner in your parent's body or have sex with your parent in your partner's body? What? Okay, the answers are good. What the frick is wrong with you? No, seriously, what the frick is wrong with you? Yeah, seriously. Just answer the question. Really? Oh, I have to. Parent in my partner's body or partner in my parent's body? Alright, let's think about this logically. Parent in my partner's body. I could never do that. I would always know that I had sex with my parents or one of my parents. And the other way around, it's still my partner, right? With my partner in my parents' body. I can wear a blindfold. That's okay. I don't have to be scarred for life. I think that's a better choice. That one had no bearing on your results. I was just curious. Oh, good. Good. I think we've answered enough of these types of questions. I'm sure you'd agree. We're going to end the test with a short series of final questions, giving simple answers. We'll get started now. Out of the following options, which number do you like the most? 7, 11, 3, or 46? I like the number 7. It's a good number. Out of the following options, which color resonates with you the best at this exact moment? Black, red, green, blue. I think blue. I like blue. Out of the following options, which creature are you the least comfortable around? The least comfortable. Spiders, snakes, scorpions, or dogs? Definitely not dogs. Definitely not snakes either. Spiders, I'm pretty uncomfortable. But I think scorpions could do the worst. I think those are just scary at all times. Out of the following options, which flavor is your favorite? Chocolate, vanilla, peanut butter, or mint? Out of these, probably vanilla. I like vanilla. It's just a good option. Not my favorite, but out of these, yes. Out of the following, which do you personally value the most? Family, friends, money, or freedom? Ooh, freedom though. I think freedom is actually the most important one out of this lineup. Because if you're not free, it doesn't really matter what you have. And freedom can be interpreted in many ways. It can mean all of these things. It can mean having money, friends, family. I think freedom. Out of the following options, which could you most live without? Family, oh, same thing, okay. Actually, if I had to get rid of one of these, I really don't have that many good friends. So probably friends. Ask me this again in a long time and I probably answer something differently, but yeah. If someone said to me right now, you have to break up with all your friends for $10 million, would I do it? Yes. To keep my family, would I do it? Yes. To keep my freedom? Yes. So yeah. Out of the following options, which statement is the most accurate? I am brave, I am caring, I'm smart, I'm attractive. No. No. I am... I think I am pretty smart, but I'm probably more caring. Out of the following options, which are you most afraid of? Living forever, losing my loved ones, dying alone, dying immediately after this test is finished. I'm not afraid of that because there's no way. Dying alone, losing my loved ones, living forever. Really dying alone. I could live with living forever, I think. Well, forever is a long time. But I wouldn't be afraid of it. It would suck. We're almost finished, but I've just got one final question. Have you ever punched a nun? Wasn't this a question last time? I think I remember. No. You really ought to try it sometime. Okay, it can really take the edge off. Okay, if you say so. Alright, we're done here. I'm through with you. I'm just going to calculate your results very carefully. I don't want to miss anything important. Trying my absolute hardest not to judge you right now. Oh, come on. Trying to keep this as professional as possible. And here we go. Based on what you've told me, I've come to a conclusion. This is what I personally believe would be in your best interest to acknowledge, set in motion, and accomplish in order to climb the ladder to happiness in your life. Oh. First and foremost, I'd like to start with a blanket statement that everyone truly needs to hear. Something that is taken for granted far more than anything else in life. Something that has such an incredible, unique, irreplaceable value compared to any other thing on this earth. And that, my friends, is the value of time. Time is the most valuable form of currency you will ever hold in life. You can spend time with anyone, doing anything for any reason. Now, time can be spent, time can be wasted, and time can be taken away. But time can never be refunded, time can never be earned back, and more time can never be gained. Imagine a bank account with all the money you'll ever get to spend. Now imagine not knowing how much money is in your account. Imagine going to the store one day to purchase something you really need, and the cashier tells you, "I'm sorry, but you can't afford that." As a matter of fact, you cannot afford anything. Ever again. We only have so much time, and we have no idea just how much or how little we truly have before our bank account runs dry. And the fact that we get to decide and choose what we spend our time on just shows how truly special it is when someone spends their time on you. I do agree with that statement. I don't agree necessarily with the fact that time is set in place. I think there are variables to it, and it's not that black and white. But I do think time is something special, and I think the fact that we do get to decide and choose what we spend our time on is really important, and you should always try to spend your time on something that you love doing, no matter what that is or no matter what that means. And it is special when someone does spend the time with you. So you're right. So now that we understand the incredible value of time, I'd like to make a suggestion for you personally on how I think you'll be best spending your time in order to achieve what you need most at this current stage in your life. Alright, I'm curious. Let's see here. Alright, this is fairly interesting. You're obviously a very caring person with a ginormous heart. But for some reason you're not sharing that heart with enough people. Sure, every once in a while you help out family or friends with a tough issue, and they know they can count on you for that. But you haven't gone out of your way to help a stranger nearly as often as I think you should. Now you might be thinking that the world has so many problems, you're only one person, and it's not your responsibility to save everyone. And to that I say you're right. Now with that being said, that doesn't mean that you wouldn't personally benefit from helping a complete stranger who you've never met before. You see, I think if you spend some time helping someone who you know nothing about, you'd learn something incredible from their gratitude. You know your friends, you know your family, but you have so much to gain by helping someone you don't know anything about. They will be so grateful to you for the time you've given them, that they will bestow upon you a piece of knowledge you'll be thankful that they chose to share. This piece of knowledge will help you during a very dark time in your life. Perhaps it may even help you right now. My advice to you is that to take complete and utter strangers into consideration during your daily activities. If you give just a little, you will receive tenfold back. I think you'll be very surprised at how much of a positive impact this can have on your life going forward. I hope this information helps you achieve your goals. Your secret word is stranger. Remember this word, this will come in handy. Interesting. I think it's right in a way. I mean, I definitely shouldn't really give more to people close to me, to be honest. I think I give away enough. And maybe even in general, I think I do give enough, but to complete strangers, maybe I can give more to receive more, as they say. Huh. Okay. Take the secret word that was assigned to you at the end of your session and leave it in a comment for us. We will be selecting some of you based on your answers to be included in a future project we're currently working on. Yes, I know that from the first game. If you left your secret word for us in the test or the horoscope, we've read your feedback and it's helped us to construct this project, as well as the third installment of the test that we're currently developing. Don't be afraid, it's already out actually. This is an opportunity for you to be part of history. This is a chance for you to be part of something greater. Be sure to note your secret words in your comments. I will. If you don't wish to be a part simply leave your secret word out of the comments and we will not select your name. We appreciate you and all comments you leave and we'll always read them thoroughly. Thank you for taking the time to answer these questions. I know they've been of some help to you, and if they haven't yet, it will make all sense. It will all make sense very soon. Trust me on that. One more thing. We greatly appreciate your feedback and support. We read every single review and comments. We love your conspiracy behind the greater meaning of all this. And in the third and final installment, all will be finally revealed. But not a single person has been able to figure out what this entire experiment is all about yet. We look forward to reading your thoughts and feelings as it helps shape what we do, as we work on our future projects to bring the most emotion out of you. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you for everything you do, thank you for playing, and thank you for contributing your secret words to our projects. If you wish to support us, we would love to check out your other titles. We would love it if you check out our other titles on our other games section of the title screen. Alright. That's it. That was a cool experience. I hope you learned something about me. Thank you for watching if you're still here. And yeah, I'll be back with the third installment for sure. I really want to see what it's like. And I think this game, it's quite unique, it's special and might not be for everyone. And although I don't fully agree with what they said at the end, I still think it's nice what they're trying to do. And I wonder what they're gonna do in the future. We've made a list of names of those who've supported our projects and we'll be continuing to extend would you like to see them now. No thank you. Well, I hope to see you guys again very soon. Hopefully I feel better then, because I'm still not fully better, as you might be able to hear during this video. This is a long one. I don't know how long the other one is. I might have to split it up into 2 parts if it's too long. But I guess we'll see. Let me know what you thought of this, and if any of my answers have intrigued you. Anyway, this was you, Phoenix. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe now for more to come. Until then, be brave, be kind, and stay awesome.